Thank you Digis Dungeon for following.
Mike. What day is it, Mike? Mike. What day is it, Mike?
I'm making waffles.
Whoa! Hey, that's you! Hey, you like waffles too? No way, me too! Alright!
Kenneth32374. Therma 20 waffles, 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 Therma 20 waffles.
Let's go! Thanks, Kenneth. Your weekly waffle has begun! Exclamation mark waffle for your chance to win this week. Stay tuned, we're gonna get started soon!
20 months
Whoa!
of glorious
Hey, that's you!
waffles.
Hey, you like waffles too? No way, me too! Alright!
S_M_O_K_3_. 20 months of glorious waffles.
Thank you great_Dane 312 for following.
What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day, everybody. How is everybody doing today? What's good? What's good? What's good? Great to see all you guys. How's everybody? How's everybody? Kenneth coming in with the tier 1 for 5 months, baby. Let's go. Waffles, baby. Waffles. Exclamation mark waffle for your chance to win. Smoke as well coming in with a tier 1 for 20 months, bro. 20 months, bro. It's hump day. Mike. What day is it? Another beautiful Wednesday. Always good to see all you guys, as always. Great Dane, thank you so much for the follow. Nuru as well with the 3 stream streak. Let's go. Waffles, baby. Let's go. How are you guys? How's everybody? You working on some tubes good? I saw you got that metal, you got that copper pipe going on, baby?
Wow.
Gonna lay some pipe today, huh? Good stuff. Good stuff. Woo! Yes. The waffle has begun. Whoa. Hey, that's you. Hey, you like waffles too? No way, me too. All right. Redneck Poet, thank you so much.
Redneck Poet. Yo.
What's good, man? Thank you so much for the 7 months, bro. Gosh, man, it's crazy. You guys have like months now. It's not like 1 or 2. What's up, Past? How you? Congrats again on the Waffle Act this week, my friend. Aloha back to you. Heck yeah, baby. You hate waffles. Ban this man. Mods, ban this man. Time him out for, I don't know. Time him out for 10 seconds. I hate pancakes. Kenneth, give Kenneth VIP. Kenneth needs VIP. He hates pancakes. What's up? What's up? Waffle fries. Ooh, that sounds good. Waffle fries sounds really, really good. Thanks. We'll be here Monday. Okay. Monday. All right. The CPU pipes, 2-3 of the rads, half the memory blocks are done already. Nice. I got some nice little progress too. We can have fun together. I'll show you some of this stuff. Some of that tube work stuff was pretty crazy. Definitely pushed some of my boundaries, I would say. Gave me something of a challenge. To be fair, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good, man. I thought it was good. I'm not trying. No, I'm not. This is plastic, bro. Plastic tube. Look, you should have seen how many of these I goofed up on, because there's like one bend I just can't. It's got to be right. It's tough. It's tough out there. It is tough out there. I'm here to learn tube bending from the master. Well, thank you. I consider myself only a meat popsicle that is a bending enthusiast. Do not consider myself anything along that line. But hey, we do what we can, right? But use fittings instead of bending or soldering. Yeah, but that stuff is, it's a whole different game. You know what I mean? It's a whole different game. Happy Waffle Wednesday, feel it. What's up, baby? Good to see you. Exclamation mark Waffle for your chance to win. Don't forget, you guys, we are both live on Twitch and over on YouTube. You can check the links. Go to our website. You go to YouTube or here at Twitch and everything. Make sure you get both of your waffles on, as we are offering 1 waffle per stream. And hey, double down on an extra chance there, all right? Good luck to you guys. Doesn't matter which platform you are on, as long as you are on one of them when we do our giveaways, as you do have to be here. Hey, I Campbell, baby, let's go. TT Dude's looking a little concerned over here, bro. He's a little concerned over here. I'm going to have to play around with this some more. We got a lot in store today. I would say tube finishing and cable management is going to be a big focus today. What kind of waffles does that TT Camel like best? Buttery syrup filled waffles, as you can kind of tell right here. I think maybe he put too much syrup on, and that's why TT Dude over here is a little stressed. He's worried about, getting a little sugar rush there. You know what I'm saying, man? A little sugar rush. Speaking of sugar rush, waffle time. On behalf of the non-existent, good university, and the power vested in my B1, I hereby grant you, ThermalMike, the title of Master Tube Bender. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Is it? Knight me. You got to come and knight me with a tube then. You know what I mean? I go that way. We go that way. Can I be a Sir Tube Bender? Oh, so good. Did you skip breakfast today? You better not have. Hey, I get to join today. Well, let's go, Ben. Thank you so much for being here. Never got yours? Uh-oh. Oh, I love Wednesdays. Middle of the week, chilling, hanging out with you guys. Really likes to travel. Yep, he does. He sure does. All right. I can't tell you how much I dig the new video stuff that we have on our website now. Really like it. Really, really like it. Bubble Pink, waiting for that bad boy. I'm curious to see what that looks like on stream. I'm going to have to grab one of those, and we're going to have to check that out. I might have to take a little break between the projects and stuff. We got some new stuff to talk about, you know? Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hey, let's go. Thanks so much. How's your week going? Pretty good. Busy, I would say. A lot of things going on. I got like my travel stuff all squared up for Taiwan and end of May. And then I'm working on a fun project that I'm trying to set up for you guys for streams for May, you know, like next month and everything. So I think you guys are going to dig it. I hope you guys are going to dig it. We got some fun stuff set up here. Working with all the fam over here at Thermaltake. And yeah, I think you guys are going to like it. I'm excited for it. We'll give you guys a little bit of fun before we dip out for a couple of weeks to go do Computex and get some new stuff going on. I'm really excited for that. It's always a joy to be able to go all the way over there to represent Thermaltake, man. It's crazy. Get in on that giveaway.
Waffles with lots of syrup.
So good. So good. What's up? I'm going to let the ad break just roll through. Pre-order is up now, by the way, for the Tower 300 or 200. Coming in the new bubble pink color. This will be interesting to see what people think. It'll be kind of fun to see some builds from this. I think it's going to be pretty cool. And these new colors right here, the matcha green and the blue is looking like to be a big focus for us, including both the snow edition and standards. And you can kind of see kind of the pattern there, right? We are doing some different colors too, but it's pretty interesting, all the colors. Let me tell you, it's pretty interesting, all the colors. I like going out to the warehouse and seeing all the boxes because they're all different colors. I mean, if you get the case, you know what I mean. But I go out there and I see fields of them. There is a lot. Hopefully, most of these, I think, Tower 300, still out of stock. I think we got a shipment in and it was gone. It sold out so quick. It's been pretty crazy. Like the last 2 or 3 shipments. Maybe we should send more than 4 or 5, you know? Just kidding. I'm going to roll the dice. Uh-oh. What are we rolling the dice on? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think the only real big thing with power, especially on high-end power like that, you know, the ATX 3.0 versus the 2.0, right? Because that Gen 5 cable versus using that adapter, dude, bro, that adapter is no bueno to me. I would, if you're gonna spend that, I know you got a power supply already. I get it. But if you didn't, I think it's really important to get a 3.0 power with that Gen 5 cable. Good stuff. My dream PC is going to be using the Tower 500 with a crazy water cooling. Sweaty, you should wait and see what we have at Computex, Sweaty. You want a bigger tower? Oh, I said too much, Dara. I said too much. New things. Tower 300 now set up for LCGS. So if you want to get a turnkey system in the Tower 300, we've started pumping those out. I believe these are the first 3 SKUs. You know, full system, not just the case and the parts, you know, full system, warranty and all that jazz. LCGS. And check that out on our website as well under our, PC Combos are our gaming PC section. Fans, I think we talked about the new magnet fans coming, CT fans. So more magnets, more fans, more fun. Going to be good. Our OnlyFans page. Well, it used to be our OnlyFans page. They threw these controllers in here. I need to tell someone. This is, you're messing up my OnlyFans page, but We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Trust. What else was there? Oh, M.2 cooler. That was another new thing. I showed that last week. Give you guys a little bit of a heads up on that. Oh, what was it? Oh, yeah, 100 power. This dude right here. Now, I don't have this yet, but I am waiting on this one. Notify Me is now up. Webpage is now up. If you guys have ever wanted a decent continuity tester for your power supply, this is the one. And the reason why I say that is because this has all the features that the old ones had for like a decade. And then we've now added that Gen 5 connector on the side. So you got the 12+4 right there too. So I think stuff like that's going to be really important for people. Just a basic continuity tester. Does it work? Does it not work? Before you hook it up to your glorious, amazing PC of stuff like this right here. You know what I mean? You want to test it out. You want to make sure it's going to work. You know what I mean? Good little thing. I'm super excited to get these. This stuff, I've used this a bunch in the past. I have a couple over here, the old Dr. Powers, but highly recommend it. If you're into PC building and you ever want to check some, if you're into cable sleeving especially, you want to check stuff like that out. That's a good one too. I don't know what some of my alerts seem to be.
Whoa, that build is looking sweet.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Some of my alerts seem to not be working today. It seems to be broken. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Sorry about that. It's okay. We got a new build. I have to do everything all over again anyway, so we're going to be scrubbing it. We're going to be scrubbing it. Oh. Yeah. So I need to finish my waffle, but hey, let me show you what. Let me show you what we did. Let's take a look. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is a fun build. We're not done yet, but I would say we got some of the tougher parts finished. Thank you guys so much for tubing in with us for the last few streams as we've been building our E600 MX. I think some of the bigger challenges that I had with the build had a lot to do, not necessarily with the corkscrew, for whatever crazy reason, but this particular bend right here, the dual 90, man, getting that gap, finding that place, you know what I mean? It can always be a challenge sometimes, even for me. And I mean, as I sit here and show you something, you know, it took a couple tries. There's a couple of issues that I had with one of the tubes that I did on the stream, but then after looking at it, I was like, I don't like that. It's just not ThermalMike. It has to be something that, you know, I'm gonna like, right? But all in all, after about, oh my gosh, 5 attempts, I think I did about 5 bends of this one, I finally got one that I like. So I think we're good. Now, moving on, if you didn't know, my little corkscrew attempt, we did have a couple of loop-de-loops all over the place last week. It was kind of there, but it wasn't really what I wanted. And I think to be able to integrate something like this into a system and be able to have, you know, to get something that's going to work, that's going to kind of mix in well, you know what I mean? This is literally my accent wall, is this nice little corkscrew. And the thing that's going to be really cool about this when we get ready to fill the system is, and I don't know if it's just me, but I've always had spirals pour downward or always be like a return going into like a reservoir or like a distro or something. I've never really had something come up to go back. So stuff like that, this is going to be really fun to fill because it's going to go through the top first and it's basically going to hit all the back tubes. Then it's going to come through here to the front of the graphics. And then this is going to be the finisher. I mean, I don't know. It just seemed like it worked out so well for me on it. And I'm going to be pretty stoked that this is going to replace our 3-year-old build that we've had back here, our View 71 with our, what is it? We have a AM4 I think it's like a 5600 that's in there with our still trucking 2080 Ti that we've had since day one here on the stream. Pretty crazy. Grasume coming in with the Twitch Prime, baby. 23 months, dude. 2 years next year, baby. Let's go. Let's go, man. Thank you so much. The loops came out terrific. Thank you, Peg. Yeah, I was stressed. I was stressed. I had a few different ideas. I didn't know where I wanted to go. But then I wanted to make sure that the spirals were tight and they looked clean. But then, and only then, you have to figure out how to finish it off. You know, make it complete. And I was like, I was looking at the spiral, right? I wanted to maybe have it up here versus down here, but it seemed to fit better down there. And then probably the most nerve-wracking bend that I had to do was this 90, because this took a while. It takes a while to heat all that up and get that bent, get that cool and everything. Sit there, collect myself and go, all right, Mike, you got to do this now. You got to bend the 90, but it's got to be, it wasn't just any direction, you know, because the way the spirals are, how the bottom comes up and you can see how it curves over this way, kind of offsetting a little bit to make it a little fun. But then being able to square it up here was definitely one of the bigger challenges. I got to be honest. I sent a couple of pics to some homies. Thank you guys so much for the feedback, because I was like, dude, does this look good? Is this good? Is chat gonna approve, you know? And yeah, everybody said it was pretty cool. So thank you guys for the support on that.
Tight.
That's right. There's gonna be so much fun to fill this up and get this rolling. This is gonna be, you're gonna see us every day, every stream. This is gonna be our new mainstream PC. Oh man, I'm so excited for it. I think the bends came out good. Nice crisp lines. A little, and you gotta throw a little ThermalMike there in the front, you know what I mean? I don't know. I hated it, then I liked it, and I hated it, and then I accepted it. I think that's what my brain did. I think that's what my brain did. By the way, taking 2080 Ti donations presently. Well, one thing, so you know what's cool? When we get this up and running, and this becomes the new stream PC, we got that one back there. We got to do some maintenance on it. Crazy, right? So taking that thing apart, we're going to flush it. We're going to clean it. We're going to take the blocks apart and see what 3 years of streaming has done to our loop. I think it'd be kind of fun. Some cool content. Probably scheduling that for later, likely after Computex, but definitely looking to do some of that. And then once we get it all cleaned and maintained and set up and everything, like that's gonna be a good backup PC in case something does happen. I'll have two systems just in case, so we can make sure we keep the streams a trucking. 2080 Ti with 200 mil fan mods. Oh yeah. It's going to be called the Good Edition. Worthy showcase. Thanks. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to see the coolant go up like that and then go. I think that's going to look neat. We'll get a nice clean shot of that when we do the fill on the build. I have some coolant too and everything like that. You guys have never seen before. I mean, you've seen it before, but this is something different. But we're going to be doing some testing with some experimental coolant in here to see how it lasts on the day-to-day. You know, months of testing. Stuff like that's important. You know what I mean? So I figured, why not use it if we're going to sell it, right? How did root beer get in there? Oh, well, you know how that goes. And funny enough, I saw somebody has a YouTube channel and they've been putting food or liquids through a system loop and everything, kind of like what we've done. I thought it was pretty cool. You could use a new streaming PC. Well, stay tuned. We do PC giveaways every now and then. You never know. You never know. Stop eating. You're hungry? Oh, man. Oh. If only Eggo would sponsor us. I should reach out to Eggo. I should reach out to Kellogg. Come on. Yeah, you guys have seen some stuff in the loop before, right? Definitely. I should, huh? What happened? Hold on, let me check some messages here. Wow. It is Waffle Day, everybody. It is Waffle Day. Oh, yeah. Nothing like it. IST mods.
Waffles, tasty waffles.
Thank you
with
for the
lots of
hydrate.
syrup.
I don't know why my thing's not working today. I don't know what's up with it. Something's weird with it, but I appreciate the hydrate. Thank you so much. Oh no, but it's conflicting or what's going on? Let me see if let me reset it. Maybe it's just like a something.
Waffles, tasty waffles with lots of syrup.
That one's working. Where's my hydrate though?
As a response to allegations.
Okay, maybe I fixed it. I don't know.
Water, please.
It looks like my new co-anchor may need a glass of water.
Stream life, baby. Stream life. All right. Let's get into let's get into this. Let's go. Hey, thank you so much. So today we're going to be talking about our system.
Test. Sounds good, Dad.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So with the E600, tackling some tubes can definitely be a difficult challenge. You don't necessarily have to do anything fancy. You just got to get A to B, right? But of course, once all of your tubes are done and bent, and you're more or less ready to go, you've got your final cuts, basically understanding, you got your good little angles right there, nothing more. I got to trim here or there, kind of adjust our angles, get our pipes nice and straight, so everything looks really good, so we'll be ready. But then, of course, we do still have some more prep work to do, and a lot of that's going to be involving finishing off the ends of all of our tubing, as well as rinsing them out. If you guys saw, I've been filling them and clear with the inserts with soapy water, so there could be some remnants of soap, water, stuff like that, the little particulates, the stuff that we use for cutting, all that kind of stuff we do not want to get in our pump, our rad, and especially our blocks. Those little micro fins that are in there, baby, those things are going to catch a lot of things. So we want to try to avoid a lot of that. So today we're going to be focusing on tube preparation after getting everything bent. And then, of course, we have some cable management to have fun with. We got to hook all the power up. We got to get everything going. Maybe even test some of our SWA fans to make sure that's going to work, and talk a little bit more about what we're going to be doing on the back side of the case for our capture card mod install, because we're going to be modding our capture card to be mounted in the back of the case. I think it's going to be a lot of fun utilizing our Thermaltake risers. I got a dual riser build on here. I think it's kind of cool. Adds a little bit of spice to the build, and it's going to give me even more flexibility, because as we started out with this, we're like, dude, where are we going to put the card? That tube's going to be in the way. You literally couldn't put a card right there because of the tube, but you got to figure out configurations, what you're going to do.
Thank you, Windburn Pool, for following.
Thank you so much, Win. I think Phil's stream will be next week. I got all the cables and stuff to do, but I think next week for sure we'll get everything set up. We'll have a nice little. I like to get like a nice close up of the build. We do the fill and everything like that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Got to try to, yeah. We got to mix the collar up too. Wait till you see the purple I have in store for this coolant. I think it's going to accent the hydrangea blue once we get all the rest of the panels back on, of course. And I'm super stoked for the glass on glass. I think that's going to look sick. If you ever need a tester for anything, hit me up. No problem, John. Will do, man. Will do. So we got controllers, we got cables. You know, we got to make sure everything else is going to work and then make sure everything's not going to leak. Pretty simple, right? Pretty simple.
Thank you MSC08 for following.
Who's Phil? I don't know. Who's Phil? All right. All right. So here, let's dive in a little bit on this, and then we'll start popping some tubes off. Start popping some tubes off here in a minute. Let's see if I get you guys on my custom mounting. Custom mount. Oh, you know, that's not gonna. Oh, we gotta bring it in closer. There we go. Let's bring this bad boy down. Get it locked in here, baby. All right. All right, here you guys go. Diving in on the build. So yeah, just taking a look. Some of the tubes. We got a couple little chunks kind of sitting here in some of the tubes, mostly from the cuts and getting all the sizes and everything going on. We're gonna need to remove all of these tubes, prep the ends, kind of finish them up, and then of course flush these bad boys out so that way we don't have any, you know, particular problems with that stuff. Those like leftover material, we don't want that in our blocks, our pump, anything, right? Rads, the whole 9 yards. And then of course we have our fans. We're gonna do a little simple test, make sure everything's connected up, because when you're dealing with custom cooling and tubing, sometimes if you gotta reach back here to get a connector or something like that, you might wanna double check your connections first. That's ThermalMike recommended there before filling your loop. I know you want it. I know you want to fill it up. You want to go. You want to just go. Get it. Let's go. But try to think about it a little bit so you don't have too many headaches. We'll be taking a look at that as well. And then you guys can come over here. I'll give you guys a little bit better. Like here's a nice little close up here for you guys of the spiral that we have in the build. Fun little loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a 5.5 ganger. Little, have some fun with this. Wow. It's going to be pretty neat. What's with this music? It isn't Danger Zone? Sorry, good. Here. You need some Danger Zone, bro? So then I just hit the brakes and I flew right by. Is that what you want? But no, I think the spiral came out really good. I think the hard part was getting it nice and straight. This little bit of an offset here was kind of weird for me, but then I ended up liking it. I thought a lot of this came out pretty smooth. And then, you know, I wanted to get those nice crisp lines, you know what I mean? Wanted to make sure we got that set up here. Yeah, you know what I mean? And get this all going. I think it's going to be a pretty cool build that we're going to be using for a long time. Really excited about all the extra USB ports here with ASRock. I need to hit these people up and everything. Cool looking board. Hopefully that bad boy is going to perform well for us. We've got tons of DDR5 RAM in here, as well as a nice little upgrade to a 3080 Ti. So, you know, it's not a 4090, but again, you don't need that necessarily for streaming, as this is not going to be for gameplay. We'll be doing a 2 PC setup for that, so this should be nice. And the 14th gen Intel CPU in here, this 14900KS You know, we had Intel on the stream a couple weeks back. That was a lot of fun to talk about. Excited to dive into that. The new software, all that new stuff, seeing how this CPU is going to rock our future streams. Not a 4090. I know, right? Next week, do a copper spiral. Sure. Dude, you know, that would be tough, bro. That would be tough.
60% of the time, it works every time.
But here, like, some of the things, if I can give you at least a little bit of feedback, right? So tubes like these, if it's good, it's good. You know what I mean? I love how those C Pros give me that 0 point where that tube is literally going to almost sit right there. And I can see exactly where it is. It's not too long. It's not too short. It is exactly what I wanted. But see, we got a little bit of finishing. I like to kind of clean the rest of this up because a lot of it was just fitting, but there might be a couple of little pieces on there. So we're going to do a little bit of a light sand. And then I think if you guys can see in here, yeah, we got a couple of things here inside. Dive in, baby. Dive in with us. Woo! We're going to have some fun today. But yeah, this is the prep. This is what we got to do now. Get this stuff going. Really digging the look of these new fittings, man. These look really cool. And no, these don't hurt my hand. If anything, these got a better grip than the older ones for the mounting. But yeah, again, like, see? A couple little pieces in there. We got a little bit here on the excess. But yeah, we'll take care of that. Get a lot of that stuff set up here. This was the tube though. This right here. A lot of fun with this one. Look at that. Trying to get, oops, sorry, I hit the camera. But yeah, trying to get that nice little spiral right there with that. You guys can dive in on that too. But then yeah, with this, a lot of little pieces can get stuck in here, right? So got to make sure that we get all those pieces out, get all the soap out of there. You can kind of see a couple pieces in there. See what I mean? We'll finish it all up. Get all that taken care of. Oh, here. See this? So one important thing. PSA, everybody. So when you're doing bends that have stuff like this, you're going to have some water left over, some soapy water left over. I mean, you can rinse it out if you want to rinse it out, you know, little cut pieces and everything. But when I'm dealing with tubing where everything's vertical and it's going to go down into, like, specifically with rads on the bottom, I guess, thinking about radiators on the bottom, put a little piece of shop towel right there. Little piece of shop towel. This is going to be, and you know, you car guys can respect this too, because that's where I get these ideas. But something like that, I don't want that falling into my engine block. So I'm going to put that right down in there, and that's going to keep all those little pieces, any little water, soapy water stuff. I don't want that dripping into my bottom rad. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have that problem with this one. You know what I mean? This one right here being vertical with the radiator, it's not really necessarily a problem, but either way, just some tips from your boy Mike. Help you guys out. Bend it all, baby. Bend it all. Bend it all. It's crazy because, like, your mod your way, and it just works. You hope that it just works, but it is always your mod your way. Forever. Forever. Now, here's one thing, too, that I hadn't finished up just yet, so I might have to do a little bit of an adjustment. But as we were waiting on those C Pros, our first bend, the first bend that we did, get this off here. This was actually done with the old C Pro versus the new one. So we're going to have to trim a little bit off on this one, but it shouldn't be bad. But we're going to have to trim that one up a little bit to at least adjust it for the difference in the base plate. We talked about this last week, but if you are either, say, in with our current C Pros and or looking to get the new ones, keep in mind, it's not going to be a straight swap over fitting to fitting with the same tubing. You will have to more or less shorten the tube, but then That's actually not bad. If it was the other way, it would be a much bigger problem, if you can understand. So I figured I'd leave this to do on stream just for funsies, or to just continue to talk about it so everybody's aware. Any way you want it. It's your mod your way, right? So go ahead, we'll take our old one off. Little bit, pretty decent difference. I mean, I even this far back, I think you guys can see clearly this one's a little bit thinner. This one's got a little bit taller point. So we're gonna have to trim a little bit off. Your mod your way. Great for combustion chamber. Yep. It's the last thing you want. The last thing you want is something falling down and in there. You know what I mean? Feel like I was serving or something for a second? You've never been surfing? Oh no. I'm born and raised in California, so yep, that was a thing back in the day for me. Oh, the good old days. And then, you know, sometimes if you got like some tubes that look similar and everything, you can get a little mixed up on which one's which, but that's really kind of to you. These new fittings, man, they are on there. But you know what? I'll deal with that if it means it's not going to leak, you know? They do got a nice seal on these tubes, though, let me tell you. Here we go. Get some of our bends. We'll get this old one out of the way. Where did it go? I don't think I dropped it, did I? Yeah, there's a couple of things there, you know, in regards to the build. Just kind of getting stuff prepped today. The only thing for me is that I just have to wait. We got an ad break. Make sure you subscribe. All you guys missing out on me popping the fittings off the tube. Dude, this tube was wild. I don't want to bend it or anything, you know? But that nice little pile of fittings, right? You got your fun little, there's almost like, you know, the nice little coil right here, you know what I mean? What if I can get my, came out pretty good though. I think it came out pretty good. I had to do a few of these though to get this one just right. It was just, I don't know, maybe sometimes I should measure. But just getting it just right, you just had it had to be just a little bit taller, a little bit shorter. I was like all over the place. But for all my waffle winners, all my swag pack winners, let me tell you, you are in for a surprise because I have lots of little cut pieces of tubing coming your way for all of our future waffle winners. So be ready. You might find a couple pieces of tubing in your next waffle package. I like to do stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Get excited. Get excited. Okay. What now? Yeah, no. So now that we have our tubes pretty much removed from the system, it was kind of my plan the whole time was to more or less think about the cable management, but I didn't want all the cables in my way as I was doing all my tube work, just trying to make the best of it. But we got tubes to clean and prep. I guess I'll just do that now so they can start to dry before we start getting into the cables, so those tubes can dry off while we're doing the cables and everything. But we still have all the motherboard connections to hook up, primary power. We got to figure out how we're going to do our graphics power, how that's all going to loop in, you know, our pastors. We got a decent amount of room back here for some stuff, but we do have a lot still to add, including a couple of controllers. as well as the other hard drives and everything that we'll be transferring over later. But we got our M.2 in here so we can get our OS installed once we get everything all filled up. So that should more or less be next week. And yep, we'll be mixing colors up and pouring some liquid. So hopefully everything goes good today. But before I forget, let's do a final fit on this last tube because I'm going to forget and then be like, oh yeah, I'm going to clean it and then realize I have to change it. So let's see what's going on. I got the TTT shirt. The bad news, the sharp edge on the tube cut it during shipping. What? Pixar, it didn't happen. Pig, you got to be kidding. Dude, no, I want to see that. I'll send you another one. I'll send you another one. Oh, okay. Dang, I wanted to see that. I wanted to see that. Box does love pancakes with lots of syrup. No, you're good. You're good. No, it's okay. It's me trying to think of like the next 5 things that I'm going to do, plus looking at chat, plus making sure the streams are good, and then, you know, all the other stuff. You know what I mean? It's always a fun day. It's always a fun day. Let's see how it fits. Let's see how this fits in here. Let's see what little changes we got to make. Hopefully it shouldn't be much. Hopefully we don't have to do too much to it, but more or less because we changed out this fitting, even though we pre-cut this, I'm just going to assume it's going to be sticking out a little bit. Oops. This way? No, it's this way. Wait, this way. This on here. There we go. And then see, this is going to be, well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's going to go in. So it's still going to fit in here in the tube, but is it binding a little bit maybe? I think a lot of it for me is just looking at it. You know, it's like, is it pushing it out where the bend kind of looks out like, it'll really get you guys in here today. When you look like down in here, right? So like as far as like if this doesn't feel straight because this is too long, trim a little bit off of that to push that in to make sure that lines up real good. Let's do a quick little measure. Let's do a little visual here with the other tube actually to see how it lines up with it. We're just gonna have to go back a little bit here. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. Thanks for diving in with Thermaltake today. Don't forget to get your waffle on !Waffle for your chance to win later. We got waffles coming up later, babies. Baby. And here we go. Put this back in. I'm pretty big on visuals for stuff like this, so let's see what we got here. Or is this one, you know how? Actually, doesn't look bad. This felt a little tight right here. But I mean, as you can see, pretty good for where it's at. Pretty good for where it's at. I almost kind of feel like I should cut a little off of this. See, and we're nice and flat on the tubing. Nothing's like countersunk or anything. We got a nice clean cut there. Let's do just a little bit. Let's do just a little bit. I mean, worst case scenario, it's just a simple little 90, so it shouldn't be too bad. Not doing a lot of cuts today, so we'll just do this one on the table. Could you imagine how much fun I am to travel with? Take our tubes on the road. I don't usually show this, so I figured I would. And now you can see why I don't do this on the desk. And then see how it's going to cut that. We're going to have all those little pieces in there. That's going to be our straight cut right like that. Get our little pieces out. Look at that. Nice little thin little piece. Yeah. Okay. See the mess I made? Don't hurt yourself, chat. Don't hurt yourself. Get the mini buzzsaw from Harvard. You know, I thought about getting that just for funsies. It's just that I'm so used to the miter box now. And a lot of it is because I want a quick and straight cut. I don't know. Should I save this? Box, you want this box? I'll put this, I'll send this to you. Oh my God, what am I gonna do with all this? I just vacuum chat. I got some of it. Who playing Helldivers? You guys playing some Helldivers? M12 hacksaw. Oh, there's a lot of fun things you can do. But yeah, the little tube cutter thing's pretty cool. I gotta say, that's a pretty cool little thing. I just use my chop saw. Bring my grinder in. Maybe we should do like a cutting tutorial and have a bunch of different things for cutting tubing. All kinds of fun stuff we could do. All kinds of fun stuff we could do. All right, let's get the rest of our tube out. That didn't look to be like too much of a problem, but I kind of didn't think it would be. It's a small little bend. Nothing too crazy. Oh, dude, these are serious fittings. They just got a nice little grip on them, even more than the C Pros, which I love, by the way. They changed water cooling for me. You guys remember these? All right, we got our bucket here. We got our tubes. So a lot of times with this, you have those little pieces that'll be in there. Wash it out, kind of give it a little shake. Sometimes you can get some of them out, you know what I mean? But there's still going to be some in there. And then, of course, you got that little bit of like soapy water residue that can be in there as well. So a lot of times what I like to do is flush our tube out. I usually will flush it with just some basic distilled water. I mean, if you want to use tap, like because of we're streaming and everything, I would take these straight to the sink and, you know, just use them like the kitchen sink, rinse all this out. Use tap water is fine as far as your first initial type of rinsing. And, you know, this allows you to get all the extra materials out, get everything kind of finished up here on all the tubing and everything. But I would recommend, you know, fill bottle or something like, how are you going to plan to fill the system later, right?
Hey, that's you. Hey, you like waffles too? No way, me too.
Distilled water. Igor.
X0 Re 1980.
Hey, man, thanks for the tier 1 for 3 months, baby. Let's go. So, something like this, filling as well as cleaning maintenance.
Oh my gosh, it's
This is a good little thing, you know what I mean? Hey, our hydrates are working. Let's go. Thank you so much, Moo Moo, for the hydrate.
I may need a glass of water.
Moo.
Everybody wants to cool the world. Yeah, I'm going to use this for my clean prep just the same. I'm not as cool as some of those Indian guys that I see on TikTok that are pouring the coffee like that. You know, I'm not that cool. But I like to try. Just had pancakes for dinner. Fight me. Meet me outside. What did you have on the pancakes? Do tell, box. Was it just syrup? Syrup and butter? Maybe some fruit? You jelly guy? Oh, you had anarchy on there. Oh, okay. It's 4 p.m., you weirdo. Hey, dude, the street lights, come on, bro. He's asleep, dog. He's an early riser, man. Leave him alone.
Thank you, Mo7 on for following.
Oh! Mod fight. There we go. So, because I don't have a sink here on the stream, okay? I mean, if you want to be a rich boy too, you can just use coolant. If you really want to. But I wouldn't reuse it. So, tube. Oh! You know what? One thing.
Thank you, Epix Haven, for following.
I like to use 400 wet dry because it works pretty well for me for what I do. And a lot of this is just to kind of, you know, give the tubes less of a sharp edge. I wouldn't say it necessarily matters, but it's a practice I like to do. Whoa. Let's set the cables down there for now. And then, yeah, we're just going to do this on stream the best we can here. Let's see. Yeah. And we're just going to sit here and we're going to do this, Baba. Had to get my driver's license. Sup, everyone? Sup, Dorian? Does that mean you drove here? Good to see you. This is the house of waffles, no pancakes. That's right. Yeah, I'm just basically going to go over these, just kind of getting the little leftover pieces, get a lot of this kind of stuff out. Here. Ooh. There we go. I was going to do this off stream, but I figured you guys would want to see it. So, like what I do when everything's all said and done. And see, we'll get nice and smooth, nice and clean. Flam, what's up, baby? Make sure we're getting all the little debris or pieces from the cuts off. We have a nice, smooth edge. Pretty good. I think the 400 works well for this. We'll just go through and we'll do each tube. Some people like to do this thing, but I'm not that kind of, I'm not worried about the surface not being flat. We're not grinding tubing away here. We're just sanding it lightly. What if you use pancake batter to make waffles? Trying to think if I've tried that. Desperate times call for desperate waffles. Sometimes that's, it's important. A little bit of water in here still. Yeah. Make sure you guys have your ponchos on. If you are in the splash zone, this is your last warning. You may get wet. How hard would it be to put a SWA fan in a TTPSU? Hard, because the connection is not the same. It's not cut the wire, splice the wire. It works differently. And the voltage of the fan is very specific to the power supply, so I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, it's your mod, your way. Let's be honest. But I have some concerns there. You would think it's the same, but you'll see it's like a little 2-wire and it's kind of different. But yeah, feel free to take a look, Void that warranty. My girlfriend uses pancake batter to make muffins with a sausage link in the middle. Ooh, that sounds good. With syrup, they're amazing. It's like a McGriddle, but not nearly as disgusting. That's awesome. Good. That sounds really good, by the way. Okay. That one. I opened the PSU before, after the Great Coolant Flood. Oh, hey, it's still working though. Still working. You had me at sausage in the middle. Awesome.
Thank you, Paused, for following.
94 viewers on Twitch, baby. 106. Let's go. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Waffle Mania. If anybody's new to the channel, we do weekly giveaways here. Type !waffle for your chance to win. We got a weekly giveaway going on. We got 2 winners coming up later today. Enter for your chance, baby. Let's go. Happy hump day. Mike. What's up, Chain? Thanks, dog. Oh. Don't get wet.
As a response to allegations,
Drink it up. Oh, shoot. I hit the camera. Whoops.
Yeah, it looks like my new co-anchor may need
Alpha, thank you so much. Cheers. Nothing like a nice cold glass of coolant. The WWF, the Waffle Wrestling Federation. Let's go. I'm going to charge that waffle elbow up for you. Ha-ha! Ha-ha! We're just going to look in here too, make sure, there's no little pieces stuck either on the outer edge or the inner edge. Mostly because we want to protect our O-rings on the outer edge with our compressions that we're going to be attaching, but you also don't want to have any of those little leftover pieces on the inside. So we're going to give our tubes a nice little rinse here in just a minute once we finish up all of our ends. Usually I do this off stream, but I figured this would be nice and chill today. World Waffle Federation. Yep. Don't forget, you guys, we are also streaming on YouTube. And for all my YouTube fam, we are also streaming on Twitch. Hope you guys are doing good. So catching up on here. So Paul was saying over on YouTube, what was it? Can you win more than once? And yeah, new chance every week. So yeah, Paul, you can enter the waffle each week, and you could technically win each week if you consider yourself lucky. But many have tried, and that's all you can do. But yeah, doesn't matter if you're on Twitch or you're on YouTube, as long as you type !waffle on either or, and you're watching either Twitch or YouTube when we do the giveaway, then you should be good. But don't forget, you can get up to 2 entries by typing !waffle both on our Twitch chat as well as our YouTube chat. The username doesn't have to be the same. Doesn't matter. As long as you're watching one and you remember your name, that's all. That's the important part. You feel me? Stream on TikTok when? Ghost, you know what, Ghost? I'm waiting the 6 months, Ghost. I'm going to wait those 6 months to see what happens. I'm going to see what happens in the 6 months that we got here of what the U.S. is going to do with TikTok, and then I think I'm going to make a move. Just have to see what's going on here. Okay. Looking good. Nice and clean. No little sharp edges, you know. Gonna work real well for our build. You get a little bit of that stuff on the inside there too, and on the outside. I kind of scratch out with my fingernail. I can get most of it off. Like that, yeah. See? Good to go. We're getting wet and wild today. Ooh, now for the fun tube. This one still had a couple of pieces in it. I didn't fully clean this one after I bent it. I think I did this on Thursday or Friday. TikTok is trash. Well, we're not going anywhere as far as the platforms we're already on. If anything, we're just going to expand more and more. But I feel like if I add a third chat, I'm going to need some help. Like an in-house help, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whoa. Hey, that's you. Hey, you like waffles too? No way, me too. All right.
Alpha 337. Yeah.
Alpha coming in, baby, for the 7 months. Thanks for the Twitch primage. Let's go. Thank you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, I think the spiral came out pretty good. This is going to be a lot of fun to see in the build. The best part is we get to keep this one. This one's not disappearing after we build it like all the others. Ooh, look at the get a little drip in there. See? Gets a little grungy. Got to clean that out. Keep it alive? Yeah, I agree. I think we got to seriously look at a lot of stuff going on in the internet in 2024 and the future. Not for us, but for our kids. Hoping we can figure that out. All right. Let's see, some of these are going to be easy.
You know it's close when it starts to drip. Phrasing.
You see a lot of this, I like to run water through it on both ends just so that I get any little particulates out. I kind of give it a nice little wash, you know, just to make sure everything's nice and good. See if I can get some of that excess water out of there too. There you go. Nice and clean. Doing the dishes today. Have you done your dishes today, chat? Is your sink all piled up? Looks like one of those cool little, like...
Gotta wash the tip.
Gotta wash the tip, yep. Clean hands, baby. Clean hands. Now I must step away to check said dishes. Yep. You gotta clean it all, baby. You don't want a dirty tube. Don't have a dirty tube, chat. Don't want a dirty tube.
Somebody get him some water.
Oh, oh.
Yeah, it looks like
Oh.
my new co-anchor may need a glass of water.
Okay, nice little rinse here. Here's Cyber. Oh, there's still soap in there. Bah. Thanks, Cyber, for the hydration. Scrub that pipe. You know it, baby. Yeah. Look at that. Nice and clean. And it's smooth. Oh, yeah. Treat yourself and treat your tubes, man. This looks good. Nice and clean, right? Nice and clean. Okay. Got to do the dishes, baby.
In the morning, I'm making waffles.
Yeah. Let's make some waffles. I hate doing dishes. These are the only dishes I do enjoy doing, Alpha. Careful not to scratch with your wedding ring, good sir. Oh, you've really? You know, I've actually had some pretty good luck with this. You know, a fun little tip. So with PETG, I can't speak for other tubing, but with PETG,
Waffle, waffle, Mike, Mike, WAFFLEMIKE.
I love it. Thank you so much for the waffles, Juve. Appreciate it. When I've what was I saying? Oh, I got totally distracted by that. What was I trying to say with the dishes? Oh my god, I can't think of it right now. I lost my train of thought. You did it. Oh yeah. So hey, if you have micro scratches like on a tube like this, like say it got scuffed or just something happened, you kind of scuffed it and it's a nice bend and it took a long time, right? It's something not easy to redo, if you can understand. Some micro scratches on a tube like this, like say if I just scratch it with sandpaper, not like a lot, but like you say you have an oops, heat gun. Take a heat gun to the tubing and everything, micro scratches, it'll blend right back in and you'll be surprised how it will more or less go away. So if you got any micro scratches on your tubes that are really bugging you, take a heat gun to it. But again, I can only speak for PETG. Go. Trying to...
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
Oh, baby, let's go. What's up, Tevin? Happy hump day, baby. Did I rinse this one? Oh, I don't think I rinsed this one yet. Oh, I need more water. Can you laser edge I would, yeah, it's a plastic. I wouldn't see why you couldn't. Does it basically fuse them together? I've never tried like melting the tubes and then trying to do this. Never tried that one. I'm a personal fan of hydro dipping. Dude, Alpha, have you seen the hydro dip tube stuff that we did some like testing on? This is all pre-COVID. Did you see it? Like this one, right? Oh, straw's in the way. So like this is a hydro dip tube. And this was actually wrapped before I bent this. So this bend is with the material on it. This is a really cool idea. I actually have some of this in my PC at home from back when we were doing this. I wish we would have done more of this. I'd love to bring this back. But I'm pretty sure I was the first one to do it. But yeah, with the micro scratches and everything, yeah, just take a heat gun to it and you'll see. If it's a plastic like this, yeah, you'll be surprised. I try to, I try, Pig, I try, More than just sitting here just bending stuff and talking about waffles all the time. No, this is gonna be the fun one. This is gonna be the annoying one.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Ooh, that's fun. And then see, if you do something like this, you get the water out. You gotta kind of. I can't wait to see coolant running through here, chat. Look at this. Oh my goodness, chat. Make sure we get. Let's do it this way again. Little shake and bake. Waffle me now. Soon. Soon, soon, soon. Wait. There we go. Nice and clean. There we go. Look at that, baby. Make sure we don't got any little chunks over here. Well, we made a mess, chat. Don't worry, it's gonna dry. Don't worry, it'll dry. If anybody's put this Thermaltake desk mouse pad to the test, it's me. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. Nice little bend setup here. Playing Pipe Dream here. Put it. Oh no, it's not gonna work that way. Over this way.
Whoa! Hey, that's you.
Look, it's like all back
You
together.
like waffles too? No way, me too.
This stuff's
All
fun.
right.
This stuff's fun. If you guys haven't tried tube bending, hard tubing,
Alexia.
Making waffles.
a lot of fun doing stuff like this. I'm addicted, chat. I'm addicted. All right. We'll let our dishes dry while we do the one thing we don't want to do, cable management. But it's got to be done. Magic missile. Magic missile. Pretty cool little raise. Is it sad that all I'm thinking about is Helldivers right now? For democracy. All right, all right, all right. Okay. Okay. How much time we got on our waffle? Let's check. All right, a little under 20 minutes left on our weekly waffle. If you don't know what that is, type !waffle for your chance to enter. You just got to be a follower and be located within the US or Canada. All international or people outside those regions, please do not enter as you will not qualify. Giving somebody else a chance. Do apologize, we can't do globals, you know what I mean? We try what we can, but that's what we can. So good luck to you. We got a couple winners coming up here later. Get your waffle on for your chance to spin the wheel. Still waiting on somebody to win that monitor, baby. It could be you. Could be today. I've been waiting. I have been waiting. Okay. Cable time. All right. Some SATAs. I don't need a new monitor, but if one were to be given to me, I'd gladly take it. Good. Maybe you might win one. You're telling me there's a chance. That's what matters. Ooh, look at that big cable here. Save that for later. I really wish I had the new Dr. Power 3 to do testing with this, because I honestly need it for the Gen 5 cable, but we'll whip out our Dr. Power 2 and we'll at least test the majority of our cables. It'll more or less tell us if we have any problems like our 12 volt, 3.3 or 5 volt. And for the most part, if it fails on one of the tests, I mean, it more or less is not going to mean that other stuff's going to be fine. So see how everything goes. So there we go. Okay, we got our SATA there. This looks like EPS. Yes. We got PCI Express. We got 2 PCIEs. I know. I'm not going to run 3 separates. I'm going to run 2 in 1. Should be fine. I'm not really worried about it. Molex, because you know, TTRGB Plus. That old hard drive I got, because, man, it's got all my memories on it. I need that Molex. 24. Oh, actually, I do have 3 EPSs. Or, I'm sorry, 3 PCIEs. Duh. I planned it that way. I'm all like, oh, I didn't plan it that way. Oh, wait, I did. I think I used up all of my luck for the next couple of years here. No, never. Don't say that, baby. You could win. You never know. You can't win if you don't waffle. Another. Shout out to all the Peter Griffins. Oh, it's going to be a lot of cables, chat. But it's a good time to do it. We got all of our tubes out. Nothing's going to be more or less in our way. You know, we can pull the graphics card now, test, make sure everything's good before we get our tubes in for their final assembly. and get our water cooling on. So, you know. Chunky cables. Need that monitor to go with my TT MSI build? Let's go, Kenneth. Let's go, baby. You never know. I'm excited for who's going to win it. Never know. And then I'm going to wonder if we can ever have monitor back-to-back wins. That'd be crazy. Come on. EPS. EPS. We just need to test the one right now anyway, so I'm not really stressed on it. PCI Express. When it comes to custom cooling, chat, it's important to test stuff. The last thing you want is a system that's not going to boot after you spent all the time bending, tubing, cleaning, prepping, and filling your coolant. The last thing you want is stuff to be DOA. So I am demonstrating that here today and spending a little extra time on that. I think the 12 VH power cable also delivers full power to the GPU better than the PCI. You know, I know there's a lot of companies out there who will say, no, you're fine, and or this and that. Because, I mean, to be fair, the AIBs do have that adapter included with the graphics card. So, I mean, it's not like it's something you're buying third party, right? But I would agree. I would rather have a solid direct connection than ever use an adapter, an extension, converter, all that stuff. You know what I mean? If you can just go straight up, go straight up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Molex. Good old Molex. Not going anywhere, chat. It's not going anywhere. Still waiting to see what's going on with that 12VO stuff. And if they're going to get people to change over, that's going to be interesting. But I don't know. They got to do it before 15th gen. That's been the plan, but we'll have to see. I love following that stuff. It'll be interesting. Thermaltake Live. What size is the monitor? We actually, so like okay, so you know how we do the whole your prize your way. So like with whoever wins the monitor, we have two. We have the 27 IPS or the 32-inch wide, ultra wide VA. Like I have the 32 there and the 27 here. So it's really kind of up to you. If you want to try a curved 32-inch panel or you want to go IPS for the gaming side like I would, the 27's a great choice. It's your prize your way. So pick and choose, man. Whoever wins, they get to decide. I love it. That's like one of the coolest things I love that we do here is it's your prize, your way. Love seeing people pick the AIOs, the fans. Because if I pick one set of fans, it's not going to be the set of fans everybody might want. It's like giving you a t-shirt in only one size. You know what I'm saying? So we like to do a little more here on Thermaltake Live. So much love to all you guys that come here every week, hang out with us for several months. We appreciate it. I appreciate it too. Hope you guys are digging the build so far. Little Johnny be good. Now, we don't have the system hooked up or the power supply hooked up to the system. It's just hooked up to the tester. And we'll see if we have a pass or a fail here, chat. We shall see. There we go. Hey, look, it's already drying up. It's already drying up. I love my TT Argent K5 keyboard. Nice, John. Appreciate it. Good. I hope you get a lot of fun with that, man. My worry right now is seeing what's going on with those i9s. I saw that. There's been a lot of talk about that with over in Korea, right? With the Intel CPUs, but they're investigating it, which I think is good on Intel's part. And we'll have to see. I've already, I think Gamers Next has had a video. There's a couple of videos that are out there already for it. So we'll have to wait and see what's going on. All right, we're going to go over here, switch our power on. That's going to turn our screen on. So it's basically in an auxiliary mode. Flip the power, but didn't push the button, if you can understand. This is going to be our... it's going to be kind of hard to see probably on the camera. If I got to get it really close, I think, for you guys to kind of see. Okay, so most of that stuff's off. Press the button right there. Fan's going to start spinning. And then this is going to pop up and it's going to give me... There we go. So see, like right here, I'm going to get my 5 volt, my 12, my 3.3. It's going to basically just do a continuity test and just make sure everything's going good. Like if this was running like 11.6 or something definitely below, like, 11.8, 11.9, you're fine. You also don't want to see this going above 12 just the same. And then same with all these other ones. So just nice, simple little test. On and off, it's going to cycle through your 12s, your 5 volts and stuff like that. And it's just going to do a basic little test. It turns the system on, or the power supply on. You can check, make sure the fan, fan and everything like that spinning in there. And this will run for maybe about 60 seconds or so, and then it will kind of shut off. You can also kind of turn it off yourself by just pressing the button after, I think it's like just a couple of times. And you can see right there, the fan's slowing down. The system shut off. And of course, if this thing failed, the whole screen would turn red. So it makes it real obvious. And yeah, I can demonstrate that right now. I'll turn it back on. So that's on. And I flip the switch on the power supply. It's off. Oh, wait, that's not what I wanted it to do. Hold on, I want to do this. I want to turn this on. And then... how do I break this again? How do I want... Usually if I turn this off, it starts getting pissed at me. Let me go. Oh, it's just turning off. Either way, it's unbreakable, so that's good. Let's try not to break our power supply, right? But at least we know it's good. And that's what matters. I didn't realize the 32-inch had nice backlit RGB. They both have RGB on the back. Nothing crazy. It's not integrated with our software. It's like our first launch monitors and everything. But yeah, they're up there if you guys want to take a look. 4080 doesn't have the cable issues the 4090 has. Can use any 90-degree adapter. The 3 PCI cords work just fine. It could have yeah, and I would say that the adapters can work just fine. And you can be totally fine with it. But if you were going to be looking, like the way I always like to say it is, we sell 3.0 power supplies that have the Gen 5 cable. If you're doing a new build, why would you not buy an ATX 3.0 power if your graphics card is a 40 series NVIDIA? Because literally that's the only card and series that actually offers support for it. So it's kind of like, it's like saying, like, why get a 3.0 if you have an AMD or Intel card? You wouldn't need it. That cable's waste. And to be fair, when you have that Gen 5 cable on a 3.0 power, it takes away from the other PCS because it's expected to be used. So it's like give and take. Hence why I'm using an older power supply in this build, because I don't need the Gen 5. This is just the tough power. This is a GF1, not a GF3. And that's because I don't need it. We have a 3080 Ti in here, But for all the other builds like we did with the Tower 300 and a lot of the other ones, we're going to go Gen 3 with it. So if it's an upgrade, be fine with the adapter. I don't think you'd have too many problems with the adapter. But if you're looking to do a whole new build, I'd get a 3.0 power supply if that's what the card demands. Doesn't matter what the wattage is. Doesn't matter what your card is and everything like that. I mean, I guess it's just really up to you if you're doing an upgrade path or you're doing a whole new build. But I think it would make sense to a lot of people just to get the right stuff for the right stuff if you're buying all new stuff. A voltmeter with some extra steps, but the steps are much easier. Oh, yeah. And the connectivity, too, helps a lot as well. And you know, with the 90-degree adapters and everything, I mean, I can see where it benefits some people, especially when the card's in this type of a position. But I think a lot of people that are doing like, you know, vertical type of mounting or even, you know, different kind of stuff, it might not be something you need. So just make sure your connections are solid. You know what I'm saying? Less than 5 minutes on the waffle. Here's your last chance to get your waffle on, exclamation mark waffle. Both YouTube and Twitch, get those entries in, everybody. Good luck. We're going to be waffling here in just a bit. Yeah, hey, it's good. Everything's working there nice. Good. Good. We can finally take off our ties from our IO panel. We got Type-C, USB 3, HD audio, normal stuff, power button and everything here on the top. So we're going to have to route all those cables as well. And our power. But should be a little bit easier than bending some tubing, if you feel me. And then we got all of our RGB to hook up as well. And then this one's from the distro. So we got the distro, we got the GPU block, and the CPU block. Well, actually, the CPU block's really cool because it's the MX2 with the screen on it. So I'm excited. So with the little screen, I can put a nice big buttery waffle there in the center. I think that'll be good. And then, of course, we have our D5 pump that's going to need Molex. So we're just going to be offsetting our Molex between those. And then, yeah, if you guys didn't know, we've been updating a lot of our cables and everything. So our USB 3.0s are now a flat black cable. I really like this. It fits a lot easier. Kind of consider it like a SATA cable, but just a little bit longer. It's got a nice flex to it and definitely easier to route than the round or, you know, circular style, you know, normal cables, I guess, of the past. Of course, you got your infamous HD audio. You guys all know that one. The newer one, maybe you might or might not know, this is our USB Gen 2 or USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-C cable. So if your motherboard has the Type-C header on it, you can plug this in there. You got Type-C performance. This is important. And, you know, the thing too is this can only go, I think it's 600 millimeters. It's about 600 millimeters is the maximum length you can get before any type of degradation with either speed or performance. So all that stuff should be good. Nice, decent cable here for this. I don't see too many problems. And then this, the elusive cable, the front panel connector, now in a single one piece. Nice little block cable, boom, plug it in. No adapters, no little individual pins to try to get the HD LEDs lit up, because that matters. One little connection, loving it. And then we'll just have to figure out how we're going to wrap all of our cables here. Run that down and around. Let's get a couple of things plugged in and see where we're at. Kind of let our hair hang down a little bit there. Oh yeah, you know the thing I was going to do? I was going to take this apart, but then I decided to leave it all together so you guys could kind of, you know, see where we left off. But I'm going to go ahead and pull the graphics card back out. And like I was saying, with having the tubing out and everything, doing this works out pretty well. Also is a nice little reminder too, with the tube fittings on the front. I got some nice open ports back here. Definitely got to make sure I put some G1/4 there, or we're going to have one heck of a mess next week, if you feel me. And yeah, see, that's going to open up nice little space I can easily get my cables through. Other way. Oh, well, no.
Waffles, tasty waffles with lots of syrup.
The Type-C is 50-50, like USB. I never get it on the first try. Or the second try. When it can only go 2 ways and it takes you 3 tries.
it. 60% of the time, it works every time.
Thank you, Box. Not wrong. Not wrong.
Waffles, tasty waffles with lots of syrup.
And I think a lot of this is going to be for the riser cable thing that we're doing. Yeah. We got to get all this stuff done first.
As a response to allegations, I'm sorry, I seem to have something stuck in my...
Somebody get him some water, please.
Yeah, it looks like my new co-anchor made me a
Goober!
glass of water.
Thanks so much. Appreciate the hydrate.
Wow.
Our waffle timer has expired. Our waffle timer has expired. Did everybody get in on the waffle? Wait. Shig missed the waffle? Oh, okay, okay. You know what? You know what? Here, we'll do this.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
Extra time. Extra time. If you didn't get in on that waffle, exclamation mark waffle, the more the merrier. You got a couple minutes. I just got to put some cables in here. That's how long you have. Exclamation mark waffle for your chance. Good luck. Let everybody get in on the fun. This is your final warning, your final waffle. Let me see. USB 3 on the bottom. Well, we have 2 of them. This one's in like a vertical position or 90 degree. I'll put it on that one. Oh, well. Dude, I swear the USB 3 is like one of the more, I'm more scared about connecting that than anything with those little pins. Did I lose the inside of my fitting? Where'd it go? Yeah, we'll find it later. Yeah, if you've already in the waffle, don't worry. You don't have to try to re-enter, but at least to give you guys a couple extra chances for some extra bites of breakfast. And you're welcome, Shig. No problem. I do it for anybody, baby. No worries. No worries. All right. Starting to come together. Okay. Oh, I got to plug in the rest of these too.
I bet I will win the monitor today. Today's the day, baby.
Whoa. Whoa, Mustang calling it. Let's see. Didn't we? Somebody called it last week. Was it past, KJ? Called it and then won? Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Oh, actually, you know what? I want to put this EPS, or I want to put the other PCIEs next to the same one. Making sure everything's in. Whew, lots of stuff. SATA can sit for a minute. At least this way we can kind of see what we're dealing with, if you feel me. Okay. Here's our EPSs. Oh, there's our PCIEs. Here's our EPSs. We'll see, MP. We'll see. Oh, wait. This one right? Or... No, they're backwards. Uh-oh. Let me move my fittings over here. We're in extra time right now on the waffle. If you haven't got another chance to get in there, baby. We're going to be picking you guys right and we're just almost right now. Almost. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this real quick. Nothing like a little AC/DC, baby. Break up your week. I didn't drop anything. And then you just push it in and close the door. Easy peasy. This cable management's on its way. Oh, wow. Okay. Dude, I thought I couldn't get the front panel because the rad was going to be in the way, but I got room. Get over here. Yeah, this one's a little tight. I probably should have plugged this one in first. And I should be used to the fact that these motherboards are all rotated nowadays too, but I guess not. That's okay. That just gives you guys a little bit more time on your waffle. Strawberry shortcake T200 build win. Very soon. Best part is at least you're not going to see it. And then we have the elusive PCIEs. Tweezers, you got to have them. I was debating on putting extensions on these, but then I just was like, it'll be fine with just the black. If it was like my own personal build, I'd probably do it, but actually, I don't know if I want that all the way up here. Sorry, I'm not stalling. I'm not making you wait longer. But I do like to zip tie these little dudes down. Just that way they don't get caught and all that other stuff. I'm not going to be using it. I'm just going single connection anyway. 1-to-1. I mean, who doesn't want best case scenario, right? Can we vote about extension? What do you mean? Oh, for the color? Oh, no, I'm not going to put any on there. It's okay. It's a work build. It's for work. If you made a collab case with Final Fantasy 14, I would buy them all. Wow. Big fan of Final Fantasy. Had many years playing said games. Did you play Final Fantasy 14 when it first came out before the, meteor came in and ended it all? That was a very interesting time for gaming. I've never been in a game where it's died. And that was very interesting. And I don't know if that will ever happen again anywhere, but you never know. But that was definitely a very unique moment in my gaming life, was when they ended the game to start it over again. You played 1-0. Oh, nice. So you know. And you know what's funny? Everybody hated it, but I liked it. Because I came from 11. And I played Final Fantasy 11 for a long time. I wasn't a WoW guy. I got into Final Fantasy before it was big. Like right when it came out, like back in like 04, 05, something like that. But like I remember playing 1.0 and doing all that stuff. It was a lot of fun. The end of the world was fun. It was definitely different. Oh, you loved 11? Oh, nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, we did some fun there. We did some fun there. And it was really I did a lot of jobs. I would say my favorite job was, Black Mage was my first job that I did. But then I fell in love with Bard. I fell in love with Corsair and Thief. And those were some of my favorite experiences, I would say. I had a crazy Bard. Full Rima. It was a lot of fun. I had spent a lot of time in that. But yeah, dude, 11 was definitely different. And, like the new expansion they have coming out, everybody thought it was going to be a Corsair and stuff like that. That really made me think, man. I was like, oh, baby. But it is a little bit different. It's a different game. I don't know if I'll ever go back to it, but I have it. I guess I would just have to buy all the expansions. I think I did like Bard and Paladin on there. Because the one thing I didn't do in 11 was tank. Well, kind of, you know what I mean? Like, so I wanted to do more of a tank role, but I couldn't let Bard go. Bard was fun. I need more Bard in my life. Yeah, Dawn Trail. Looks really cool.
Waffle.
Paladin was what drew me to 11. Nice. Nice. I had a lot of good friends that were Paladin. A lot of good Paladin buddies. But yeah, like I'd probably say like COP was probably my favorite time. I could talk about this game for a long time. It was a lot of fun. I miss it. I definitely miss it. All right. It's like every time I hear this song, I think of that X-Men movie where he's saving everybody from the building that's exploding. I can't not think about that movie now when I hear this song. Oh, good stuff. All right. Entries are now closed. All right. Entries are now closed, everybody. All right. All right. Let's get the batter more. Okay. We're getting it out. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, man. Over 300 entries today. Let's go. Good luck. Good luck to everybody. Good luck to everybody. All right. It's time Oh, let me turn it up for you guys too. It's giveaway time, baby. Get your waffles ready. Let's go. Don't skip breakfast today, baby. We got some prizes coming up. We got 2 winners. 2 wafflers are going to be spinning the wheel. We got some predictions. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be?
Waffles, tasty waffles with lots of syrup.
Ghost of M! Congratulations, Ghost of M! Winning the waffle. Let's go.
Nice.
Ghost! Let's go, baby! Congratulations, Ghost. Ghost, you there? Ghost, let's go! Wouldn't believe I haven't entered the draw in like a month. Whoa, let's go, Ghost. Congrats, baby. Thank you for playing. Congrats on winning. All right. You say spin it, and you're going to win it. Good luck. Tell me when. Tell me when. Let's go! Oh, baby, you got a swag pack coming your way. I got you hooked up, Ghost. I got some fun stuff. I'm going to throw in some 2 pieces, some extra screws, and some fun things, man. No, thank you so much, bro. We get you hooked up. I got a fun limited edition swag pack here for you for our 25th anniversary. Thank you so much, Ghost. Appreciate you. I think you know what to do. DM me on Discord, and we'll get all the info, and we'll get that swag bag your way. Let's go. Let's go. I'll throw something special in there for you, man. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right. Who's going to join him? Who's going to join him? JLJ 5237. JLJ 5237. We got a new winner in here. JLJ. Oh, yeah. If you haven't entered, yeah, we were just picking the second one. JLJ 5237. Let's not be a bot. JLJ. Are you there? Jeff 5237. Wait. Oh, because that's his YouTube. Okay. My bad. Okay. So I see you here on Twitch too. Okay, all right. He said spin it. Let's go, baby. Congrats. Good luck. Let's go. We almost had it. We almost had it. Dude, I was worried. I was wondering. Oh, I was worried because, it comes out of my paycheck. You know what I mean? No, congratulations on, dude, winning a fan pack. That's a huge prize. It's your prize your way. Visit thermaltakeusa.com. Visit our OnlyFans page under our fans. Pick what you like. You want a 140? You want a 120? It's up to you, baby. Good luck. Or congratulations, not good luck. Congratulations, man. Thank you so much for playing with us and hanging out. And much love for our YouTube winner. Granted, I know you guys are here on both and everything. No worries. Thank you so much. Feel free to DM me both you guys DM me on Discord to confirm that you are human. And then don't send me any personal info. Granted, people still do, but I like to always say that. Let's keep everything safe and secure, and we'll get you the proper information and official email to send everything in your way. So go take a look at those fans, baby. See what you want to get. You want those new swap fans with a magnet connection. You want to check out something else. Maybe you already got some fans. You want to add some more. It's up to you, baby. It's your prize your way. Let's go. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate ya. Another waffle. More next week. Stay tuned. Dive in with us every Wednesday, starting at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. We do this, and you can win. It could be you next week. So Good luck to you guys. Thank you guys all for playing. And again, of course, congrats to our two wafflers here for this week. Gotta meet Popsicle, test it. No bots. Or else. Next week, we're going to build a PC with just this. Why are these things so heavy? These are my tube holders. Oh, you know what I should do before I totally forget? Let me check my little secret stash here. My little secret stash. See, I got all of our fittings in here from our Christmas PC. I have any? Oh, I don't have any. I'll have to get some more. I need to get a couple Gina quarters. I didn't want to reuse the Gina quarters from the old block because it had, what is it? Windex, Guinness, superfluid, beer, other things. So, you know, I didn't want to taint the loop. You know what I mean? Thermaltake Live, the Intel t-shirt just arrived. Thanks for tossing the 25 anniversary koozie, lanyard, and keychain. Hey, you got it, baby. Keep those hands warm while that drink is cold. Celebrating 25 years. Thank you so much. Glad, dude, sweet. I'm glad you guys got it. Water wetter of sadness. It performed okay. You know what I mean? But like, it didn't make like a big difference, I guess. You know what I mean? I think it was a little bit, but you know what? That's why we test. That is why we test. I was impressed with the Guinness beer, but then again, it's Guinness after all, right? Too bad we couldn't leave the beer in there and, well, actually, no, it probably is glad that we couldn't leave the beer in there. It probably starts smelling pretty funky after a couple of days, if not a week. He was supposed to defeat the Sith, not join them. I know. Hey, Jeff, no worries, man. Congratulations. Who wants hot beer anyways? Some people. Some people do. Highly dodgy. Cheers, thanks for the hydrate.
My new co-anchor may need a glass of water.
Oh, it sure is a lot of talking here, but you know what? I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Steel Toad, I'm so sorry you missed out. We've already waffled for this week. You like literally just missed it. Maybe I should do it. Listen, we've been streaming for a couple hours, but if it helps, I usually try to do it around 3 o'clock, give or take, plus or minus, kind of depends where we're at. But hey, catch us next week. Catch us next week. Oh, man, these are going to be a little bit of a tight fit, but we'll be able to make it work. The thing I want to, so card's going to go in this way. Okay, so connector's on the back. So when we go into that, so yeah, I got to flip this one. These ones all got to be backwards, so it's got to be, okay. Just try to, Some of this stuff might be kind of hard to capture, but I think you guys got the point of what we're doing here. We're just flipping some cables around. But I do like to make sure that I don't make things too difficult for my wrap job and cabling tie of magic that we're going to do here. These I got these right here. Trying to get that 24 pin kind of tucked away. I forgot to have the music. I'll turn the music down just a little bit. Here we go. Here we go. Wah! Beautiful. It's like a cable prep. I like to get them kind of set up which way they're going to go. Trying to keep everything lined up in the back so my zip tie action doesn't take too long. And then we got 3 dedicated 8 pins here for our power. All right, now before we put the card back in, let's make sure everything else is plugged in. So we got some other stuff to do here. Because the GPU is going to also have RGB, of course. SATA cable can go in later when I add the other hard drives. Oh! Now we move on to RGB. He turns it down, so I turn my volume up. I had to put the secret code in the back of the box. Secret code. It's like defuse kit for the strike of counter. I put in special code. There. Finished. Now, since we do have a screen on the DIY pump, we are going to utilize one of these for the screen because we have to, but then we'll take the other one, we'll plug it into said controller, and then we're just going to daisy chain to the other one, so we only have to use one USB header, so that's always good. We just got to plug it in. Good. Good. Musket. Guitar solo when? A little bit of a tight fit on this one. I guess I could pull the rad, but meh. Doing the board's rotated, because it's rotated like this, it throws me off on the pins, you know? You always think, oh yeah, it's that one that's the dead corner, you know what I mean? But when it's rotated, I get all thrown all over the place. Oh, they're... Oh. Okay. They're right angle 90. They're right angle USBs, so gonna have to take the rad out. All right, let's do this real quick. I don't want to lose my placement on where the rad goes. I'm just gonna use a little piece of tape right here. To kind of give me some bearing on where it's gonna go. I guess it's good I didn't put all the screws in the rad yet. Oh, lost that one. Oh, it's lost to the abyss, called the gray carpet. This is actually going to work two ways for me on doing that. So I guess it's just, it makes it easier. You can see too. But yeah, I didn't know, I forgot. So like on this board, and it's underneath the riser cable, and it's at a 90. So like, dude, there's no way. I had to take the rad out. I'm actually... Pull this out for a sec. Yeah, I'm really stoked about this. I mean, the motherboard really did help with the color. I can't lie about that. But at the same time, the USBs. It has like over 20 USBs in here. And I need them. Oh my gosh, I need them. That's part of the problem I'm having with the other system. I've literally overloaded the internal USB hub on that motherboard. I get motherboard USB errors like on boot almost every day. It says something has failed and then it's fine. But I just know it's too much. It's too much. All right, our connection for that's on top.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Not wrong. Not wrong. Where do I want to run this from?
Music went wonky.
It did? No. Why on Led Zeppelin? That's not fair.
Whoa.
Why on Led Zeppelin? That's
you
not
like
fair.
Waffles too? No way, me too. All right.
Buffering.
PC _works.
PC works. What's up, baby? Yeah, the buffering. It gets kind of wonky after a couple hours. PC works. Thanks for the tier 1, baby. 26 months? Dang, bro. Thanks, man. Good to see you. 20 years before would be nice. Always running out. Yeah, and I think with all the different stuff that I have hooked up, you know, for the stream and for everything else, it's just nice to have. You know what I mean? All right, so then we'll have this one for the controller. And then this one. Oh man, I was worried that the housing was gonna hit where that cable connects. Can I fit it in between here? I pull the EPS out. Does it? Oh, yeah. Thank you, EPS. Plug you back in. There you go. All right. That gives me something. Okay. Oh, yeah. So I've used this before when I do like RGB demo stuff. We need to do another RGB video too to kind of go over the RGB stuff for everybody. But like this right here is a nice little USB extenderino, and let's give it a little test. Let's make sure the screen works and make sure everything's looking good. Which way to go? Bleh. Now, the stream PC crashes. We'll see you next week, okay? We'll see you next Waffle.
Thank you, Deadhorse_1 for following.
Uh-oh, it's broken. Peel off the plastic. Why not? It was like one thing I was saving and everything. Oh, we're taking requests now? Hey, look, the CPU's at 55C. Looks good. Working. That's all we're trying to do. Never know. Maybe the screen had a crack in it or something. Some weird little... I mean, that's the last thing you want, right? The last thing you want on the first boot of a system after tubes and coolant and the whole 9 yards. Oh my gosh. Those are some nightmares right there. Okay, USB's in, HD audio's in, front panel's in. Looking good. 3.0, Type C, 24 EPS, dual EPS. We got our 3 powers right there. All right, let's test our fans. So I got a fun little trick for this one. Something you can do too if you have like a secondary power supply. The controller that comes with the fans, right? Molex connection on there. You know, I got my connectors here. I have a SFX power supply mounted under my desk. So we're just going to utilize that. Aha! I can just pull Molex out of anywhere, you know? These things are always fun to kind of connect. You want to make sure you just kind of give it a little bit of a wiggle back and forth and a nice little firm press. I like to pinch the cables too because these guys can pop out, cause a little bit of a problem, but just keep an eye on it. If something's not spinning or lighting up, that could likely be why. And it can happen to anybody, especially me, because my gosh. This stuff I'd plug this stuff in and it never lights up. So I'm trying to fix that for this next one. So when we get all the coolant and everything going, it'll light up. Power under my desk. So controller's got power. And what we'll do is we'll just go in here. And what we're doing is we're just checking, well, one, the connectivity of the fans. You know, make sure everything's going to work. Also to make sure, too, because, like, for example, with our radiator right here, this is there's a magnet connection between the 3 fans. So that little connection there, as we've mounted onto the radiator, if one screw might be like over tight or under tight, you know, and it giving like a little bit of a variance to it and everything, we'd rather catch this now versus after coolant's in the system with all the tubes and everything. So taking my controller, got power to it. I don't think the power's on though. It is now. We now have juice. And there you go. And that's going to be a nice little simple way to feel more confident that all three fans are going to light up and they're going to work. And then one last thing that I'm going to do too is, like with the radiator that's in there, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pre-mount the cable, have it connected to said fan, route it through the back, and we're going to plug it in just to make sure it's going to work. We don't want to have this problem later. Am I right? Let's see, where do we want to go with this one? Oh, we got a cool little pocket down here. All right. Oh, that went easier than I expected. But see, we got the connector in there, so now we don't got to worry about the connector. And then we'll just unplug this one. And then we will plug this one in. And nothing. See, it's dead. Is that what you want to experience? No, it's not. Especially if you have the rad already in. Could you imagine the rad's already in, tubes are filled, all that stuff, and you got to get to that connector that's down there with the rad. See, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta say that it can be annoying on the first initial part, but I can tell you with utmost certainty, once you get it, it's good. I don't know. The thing I like is that we are planning on revamping this and making this better so it doesn't have this problem or doesn't cause as much of an issue. I know a lot of people can just get it first dibs, kind of like how I got that one, but this makes it a little bit easier for me. Now I'm not going to worry about that one. I know that it's connected correctly. I can disconnect the cable, and now I got the cable already run in the back. So I feel a little bit more confident with that. Maybe that might help you. You know, no matter what kind of a build you're doing, pre-test some stuff if you can. I mean, a lot of this, I mean, you know, I have a power supply with a jumper on it. I mean, that can be an easy thing if you got a secondary power supply. But, I mean, there are some other ways that you could do it too, just the same, but try to think about it. Let's see what the top ones do. My connector on this side. Okay, so here's another scenario where I've plugged this in and you can see both fans are spinning, but only one of them is giving me a light. So this can be a little bit of variance there with the way the fans are mounted. Maybe I over tightened it on purpose, chat, just to show you what could happen. But either way, let's fix it. Weird question, is that desk like standard height? It's adjustable. So like with this desk and everything like that, it's your height, your way. You like that? Yeah, no, I like to be able to adjust it a little bit. It's really, really nice. Mike, have you done one of those desks as a PC Oh, no. Like a desk build, like a desk PC build? I'd like to. I think it'd be a lot of fun. A lot of work. I remember I had probably some of my best chats with somebody about PC desk building is Peter Brands. Peter Brands is pretty amazing guy. Pretty cool desk stuff that guy's done. If you haven't seen any of his work, he's a pretty cool guy. Got to meet him a few times. We had him over at Computex for some stuff, and it was fun to talk with him about desks and configurations and how everything's laid out. You know what I mean? And the different and airflow. It's, you know, all that stuff you have to think about. You know what I mean? All right, so our top fan isn't working as much. There you go. So a lot of that is like if you over tighten one screw, like I kind of did on purpose in a way, as you can see, those are kind of there. You just have to know which side's the connector on. So you got to kind of pay attention. The same side is where the cable goes if it helps. But a lot of times it's just if you over torque a screw, you can run into that issue, especially with like a 3-fan config, you know, like the middle one doesn't work, but you're like, how is this one working? You know, so just to try to help, chat. And then now we know that one's good and we can route it. You know, while we're at it, let's GPU block. Make sure everything's going to light up. Everything's going to look good on the GPU block. All our LEDs are good, you know? I'm going to feel so much better about this power on test. This is why I had to do this. My woodworking friend wants to collab with me on one, especially since my desk needs are, I need a huge desk. Dude, you could do a pretty cool desk. I mean, to think about, like, especially if you got somebody that's like, you know, he's level 100 woodworking craft level, you know? Final Fantasy joke, sorry. But yeah, I mean, if he has the shield for woodworking already, you know, you could do some, you know, really interesting things like little secret compartment stuff or like little kind of things. But I mean, you know, you want the motorized option. It's usually not too bad. I mean, I know like IKEA will sell like just the motored legs and then you can do whatever you want for like a tabletop. So I know a lot of people that do a lot of desk DIY just the same. I mean, I for one built a floating desk in my game room that I have, and my desk is just, it's fully, I wanted a floating desk. I'm 6'5", got lots of leg room here. I didn't want stuff in the way, if you can understand. I wanted that full spread. So I bolted mine all to the wall. So everything's all on the wall, fully floating. And I did a giant L desk. It was a fun project and it's been solid for years and I love it every day. Love it every day. Let's see. Here's a little secret I found out. Here's a little secret. So I noticed with this, when you have like the problem and it's, you know, the connection and you sit here and you go like this to get it. But I did kind of figure some stuff out, you know, as you can understand, I work for Thermaltake, but I noticed a lot of this. It's not necessarily, when you look at the connector, it's not necessarily about up and down. It's left and right. So like if you get the connector like that, let me see. Oh, come on. Now you're not going to want to do it. But see how like that? And you just shift over just a little bit. And I would say it's a bigger focus on going left to right than worrying about up and down. Because the magnet's going to assist you. But there's just, I mean, it's just a little variance like that. And all that's doing is just shifting it over where those pins don't connect. So if you do having a little bit of trouble, kind of go side to side with it. Maybe that might help you out. Yeah, and see the thing too, like when I did like a floating desk, I got to pick the height. So that was like, and you know, to be fair, that was tough. I had to decide on what the height was. I started looking at my furniture around the house. Then I started talking to my car buddies, you know, my friends that got garages, you know, like, hey, how tall is your workbench? You know, you're a tall guy. How tall was that? I think I ended up around like 38 inches. Let's see. I think it was around 38 or so. Like right now, my desk from the floor. No, maybe not 38. That's a little too tall. That's a little too tall. But 31, 32. 31, 32. Yeah, I didn't go 3 feet. I'm thinking, I guess, more on the depth. Yeah, this is about 32 inches. And then, you know, it has height adjustment. These both do. Oh, I do like that. They are quite expensive, though, but I am blessed. Thermaltake delivers. Okay. Oh, while we're at it, test the distro. Test the distro. Hey. We're gonna have some good RGB here in the build too. A little bit. You got a little screen on the CPU. We'll have the GPU block, distro, screen, and then RGB all over. So working good. Now I wouldn't recommend testing the pump dry. I just wait till fill. We'll talk about that next week when we do the fill video and everything. So good to go. Good to go. All right. What else? What else before I put the rad back in? Got to put the riser cable. Okay. So that stuff doesn't, you know. Okay. Thinking. Before I put something in the way, what do I got to do? I'm going to probably buy like a right angle connector for that. I think that will help kind of go under the live mixer thing. I don't like how the cable kind of comes over the top, but I'll get like a little right angle adapter. It's just mini USB. Let's see. What else do I got to do? That's good. That's good. Fans on the bottom are good. Top's good. So yeah, let's put it back in. Now the only thing, so we got this with this connection, but this one's going to be easy because it's on the outside, but we got to still route the cable basically the same place the other one was. I do like that it seemed like the ports are a little bit larger on the bottom here for this. So I'm literally not having to dig out like a fish tape to set this up, you know? And I have a little bit extra length right there on that for myself as well. Oh, we're getting late. We're getting late on the stream. Okay, where are we going?
60% of the time, it works every time.
This PC doesn't even have a built-in bread toaster? Lame. You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. You know, what if it had I would put a waffle maker in it in the back, you know. It could be an accessory, like an external radiator kind of thing. You never know what's up my sleeve when it comes to waffles. And yeah, we lost that screw under the onto the carpet. I'll probably find that in the next coming weeks. Maybe later. Let's get a couple of these screws prepped so I can at least get the rad back in where it was. No, is it a tungsten? No, it's what is it? It's a carbide. Because I didn't like the weight of the tungsten ones. This one's like really light. It's really cool. It's like antimantium, but it's different. Unobtainium. It's made out of unobtainium. Sometimes this rotating bottom can be annoying. But for the majority, it does work. I just walked past Waffles in the grocery store as you mentioned waffle maker. It's calling to you, pig. Go back. Go back. You need some. What are you going to have for breakfast tomorrow? Oh, wait. Like, dude, this riser cable is annoying. Why are you like... I knew it was like a tight fit, but it's just getting the first initial one in lined up correctly. My height. Is it weird that I don't want to scratch the case? I'm just gonna I'll put the tubes back in and make sure everything looks good before I secure them down, but I do got to still get them at least in the ballpark range. I only eat once a day? How do you only eat once a day? Oh my God, I feel so fat. I can't eat once a day. There's no way. There's no way I can't do that. There's no way I could do that. I don't even know what to say. But I did have grilled cheese with tomato soup and scrambled eggs and bacon. Oh my goodness. Dude, grilled cheese with tomato soup is such a W. I love, that's like one of my favorite combos if I'm going to do stuff like with soup, you know? I do like a good soup and sandwich is such a cool combo. Big fan. Big fan. All right. Oh. So you know what I did do? I disconnected the connection on the bottom rad that we already tested. So guess what? We get to retest it. We got to reconnect it back. Wow, it's a tight fit. I didn't think it was going to be that tight of a fit. I'm going to have a fit. Oh my goodness. We're doomed. It's too tight. It's too tight. I don't know if we can make it. Maybe. If this works, I'm going to be shocked. But you know what? We're going to test it. We're going to test it. Let's see, here we go. Cable management takes a long time. Let's see. This cable already move? Oh my God. Now I'm telling everybody everything's fine after you get it set and it's not. Oh God. Okay, there's that one. This one, there's no way this one's gonna still work. Oh. Save a knuckle and unplug a fan. Oh, but I should, yeah. I still got that one plugged in. Fingers are too big. You don't know how you're going to hide all 8 of these PCIEs? Well, I feel you on that, you know? You know what? You know what? Oh, idea. Idea. Thank you, Case. Wow, why did I not think about this? Thank you, E600.
Thank you, the Crimson Comet, for following.
I win.
Wow.
Yeah, like, that's huge for me right now. Like, that's huge for me right now that I can just pull the whole tray out and it doesn't mess with the rad. The rad goes in, it's in the same spot, you know, because it goes in the same spot. I think I have it in the right spot. But that saved my life right now. The stream would have been going on for probably another hour if I didn't have that feature. And yes, the fans are in intake on the bottom. Welcome to the Swafan life. Now we're talking. Let's see, should we plug the cables in first and then put the card in? Is that easier, you think? Maybe. Maybe? I wish these 6+2s connected together a little easier. Okay, maybe this is not going to be easier. Yep, let's just plug the card in. Ah! The fan got me. Ooh. Come here, controller. Come here. You're good. Here. And don't worry, I'm not going to make you guys sit through all the zip ties and craziness that I'm going to do back here, but I'm going to spend time on that myself to get everything all nice and cleaned up. and I am going to be happy to show you. I'm going to chill after stream, get some music going, and get my zip tie on. And hopefully everything will go together pretty good. Well, let's see how it goes. A little brass monkey. Oh, wait. Wait. Which one do I want? Left, right, 1, 2. What's my 1, 2, 3 here? This one's 1. Okay. Dude, I haven't plugged in a 6+2 in so long. I feel like such a noob right now. Because everything's just been Gen 5 easy peasy. Everything's been just Gen 5 easy peasy. One cable. This is terrible. How did we deal with this? This makes me want to upgrade to a 40 series. But then I'll have to get a new power supply then. All right, one more. Sorry, everybody. It's a secret technique that I can't show you. It's been passed down from my forefathers that used to build PCs thousands of years ago. There we go. We got a nice little, little PCI 8-pin wave going on over there. A lot of cables. Oh, let's plug in the other stuff. Let's just make sure we're all working here. My rotation must have ended. But I don't care. I will listen to AC/DC over and over again. Without problem. There we go. All right. All cleaned up. I got a little bit of water left in here. It's probably not going to hurt everything. I'm going to double check a couple of my tubes, get everything squared up and everything like that. But we're definitely getting a little bit brighter. And we got all of our tube work and everything like done. I love looking at like these little Gina quarters, man, just sitting there. Gonna be a lot of fun seeing the coolant run through the system as well. We're gonna be mixing up a custom Twitch purple next week here on the stream, as well as getting all the tubes back in. I'm gonna get this all set up, get all the cables done. We're filling it. We're getting it all ready, and hopefully we can, hook it up and get some windows installed and get that much closer to getting our dream PC finally swapped out with our bad boy back there. So, hey, I think that's going to wrap it up here for me today. I could spend a little bit, put the tubes in, but I think you guys get it. It's going to be really neat, especially with this bad boy in here. I'm really, I don't want to like give it away, but I can't wait to see it with the glass on and everything. What colors should we do the RGB on the fans? Do you think we should do a blue or a purple to go with the purple coolant? Maybe a nice little contrast or offset? Who knows? Maybe we could do both and we can change it up and everything like that. But either way, I'm really excited for it. It's always a good day when you're filling a fresh loop. We'll get our little accent tube back in here. Oh, come here. Oh, I can't wait, man. Where'd you go? Come on. See, this is why I'm not putting all the tubes back in right now. What the? The bottom's loose. Oh my gosh, what is wrong? Oh my god, I'm done. We're done. Why? Oh, I guess that would, I got to get that flat. Guess that makes a lot of sense, huh? Yeah. I guess that makes a lot of sense.
Thank you, Hashim_Val, for
Ooh,
following.
that's gonna look really cool once we get some coolant flowing in through there. Get our unicorn puke out of here and everything like that. I'm excited. I'm excited, chat. Water cooled, of course. So we're gonna be doing this all next week, getting it set up. We're gonna get all tubes in. Gonna wrangle all those cables with some zip ties, and we're gonna be mixing up a custom purple Twitch coolant for our new stream PC build, and we're gonna get this thing flowing and flowing, baby. So stay tuned next week, all right? We're gonna have a lot of fun with that. Gonna have a lot of fun with that. What are the specs? So it's a Z790. The live mixer board. So we got the Z790 in there. There's a 14900KS Intel CPU. So all those cores are going to be sick for our build. And then we have a 3080 Ti graphics card, because again, it's going to be for the stream build. It's not for gaming. It's for the stream, like what we do here. So I figured a 3080 Ti is like completely overkill. I could probably put the 2080 in there and it'd be just as fine. But we have 64 gigs of DDR5 memory that we're going to have to figure out how to wrangle that. And then, yeah, what else is in there? You know what I mean? Dual rads. We got 140 fans on everything. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's pretty big. It's a pretty big monster. I mean, from I'm going to have twice as much RAM as I did before. I'm going to have twice as many cores as I did before, and I'm going to be upgrading from a 2080 Ti to a 3080 Ti. It's going to be a huge change for us. We're going to be coming from AMD, going to Intel, and we switched it up too, so, you know, fair is fair either way, but definitely excited to step back into something fresh with Intel, see what their 14th gen CPU has to offer for our live stream setup and our weekly streams that you guys are going to see. And yeah, getting the coolant filled in, man. I'm super excited for it. So we're going to kick that off next week, getting that stuff filled up, finally getting our system together. Sorry it took a little bit, but I wanted to take some time. I wanted those tubes to, you know, be something ThermalMike approved, if you can understand. But you guys have a great rest of your week. Happy hump day.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
It's a beautiful week. Enjoy the rest of your week. The weekend is almost there, you guys. And of course, we'll see you all back here next Wednesday for our next episode of Thermaltake Live. All right, you guys, have a good one. We'll see you soon. Don't forget, diving in for democracy. We've got freedom to defend and Helldivers too. You guys have a great one, all right? We'll see you later.